So I have been thinking to myself since like giving this book to people and wondering what they will think of it. Because I live in this story. I'm like always thinking about this kind of level of like gushy romance. And I feel as if what I'm really drawn to is melodrama. I love that over the top sentiment. And I think one thing that I love about it is that, like I kind of said at the beginning of this, is that I feel like that's something that I don't really experience in daily life. We have little moments of romance, you know, like small gestures that we do for one another. I think it's very rare unless you're like at a wedding or a proposal or something like that, where someone is actually going to give some kind of heartfelt admittance about things. And so I think there's a vulnerability to that I really love. We've talked so much on this podcast about how I think the best way for me to fall in love with someone is when if you can be vulnerable with someone, that really shows how open you are to trusting them, to being open to love, to being able to give love. And so melodrama is something I'm drawn to. It's something that I definitely put into my writing. I think you can also see it in my art. I do very dramatic poses for things. But I don't know. I saw a video recently that was talking about how melodrama is a genre that can transcend language and cultural barriers, because as human beings, we can emote and relate to these big over-the-top feelings. And so I think it's a way to bring people together. If, you don't have to be lost in the subtleties of someone's like cultural courting of some kind. And so these are just things that I personally love. I am someone who will always literally out loud like say swoon about something when I'm watching like romance stuff. And we do that together frequently. Yes. So I don't know, these things bring me joy. And so I just want to put it into my writing. And if someone reads it and thinks that was a lot, then I'm like, okay, that's fine. But maybe if someone reads it and they're like, yeah, and they're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. I'd be like, yay, I just want to fill you with good feelings.